And welcome on back to another episode of Trapdoor to Hell, the reboot. Yeah, I don't really do a regular intro every time, but you guys know who it is. It's me as always, Travis, here with you. We brought back another good friend of the podcast, Mr. Donald Herman, coming at you live. Last time on the biggest beefs draft. Donnie, how's it been going since then?
Good. Just hanging in there, working.
Waiting for
Not
that
really,
other,
nothing new.
yeah, waiting on the other hammer to drop on the other draft, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
really. That's what I'm looking at.
that one's a good one. That one is in the pipeline for those waiting on that other one. That's the biggest or the best sauce draft. That should be a good episode whenever we air it. I'm trying to keep it banked. I've talked about it on here about wanting to get people on more to bank some episodes in case I can't get people on, weekly, which is a big issue of content at this point right now, of getting people on. So, Donnie, of course, I appreciate you get working with me and giving some times where you could do this with me this weekend.
Let's shotgun this bad boy.
Let's do it. Let's do
Really?
it. While we're on the subject, though, I do want to say shout out Gary for saying that he wants to come on and do it after his comments of fried rice isn't fried being absolutely destroyed on this podcast, and then never getting back to me and saying when he's available. Anybody?
Yeah,
Go ahead, Donnie.
our Asian friend wants to talk about fried rice, and then we asked him to talk about fried rice, and he doesn't want to come on.
Yeah.
Classic Gary. Classic Gary.
If anybody wants to come on, like usual, if you hit me up, like most of you are listening to this on Sunday night or Monday morning or whenever. If you hit me up early enough in the week or at any time, it doesn't matter, and give me like, hey, I want to come on. I've got some interesting stuff to talk about, or whatever. Let me know, and we can work something out during the week, during the weekend. It does not matter when I usually record. I seldomly do change my time of recording. I know for a while there I was doing Friday nights specifically, but I'm able to work and do things during the week too. I mean, I think we recorded when we record those drafts on like a Wednesday.
Yeah, it was like middle of the week, Thursday.
Middle of the week night, Mondays I'm always available. So if you hear this on Sunday afternoon or Monday morning, text me and be like, hey, let's do this tonight. I got to hop on. I got some shit to say. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. You're not going to put me out. And if I can't do it, I'll at least work with you in the future. The further planned out stuff I have, the easier it makes it on me. If I can start getting people booked 2 weeks in advance and shit like that, I'm not going to trip over it. Right?
We're gonna get some special guests. We need to book them in advance.
Yeah, god damn it. And if you say, hey, I want to come on, but I also want Donald on, or I also want Hardy on, or can we see if we can get your brother on? I will schedule the whole goddamn thing and try and figure it out. That's the beauty of it, is you just show your interest in me and I'll make things work. I'm doing my best. I'm not always able to conform, but I'm able to make things work when I can. Donnie, this is a Saturday afternoon, so a lot of people are busy.
I could be doing anything, but I'm here with you.
I appreciate that, as always. And also too, while we're on the topic, while we're doing my plugs and stuff like that, I want to talk to you guys about my movie ranking database, as always. Here it is. The link to this is in my pinned tweet on Twitter. I put it in the link of every single YouTube.
Maverick,
I put it
89, huh?
I love Maverick. Maverick's great.
But 89 love?
89's a high praise. A lot of movies don't get it up. As you can see, from 100 to 89 currently is only 30-something movies. Now, I don't have every single movie ranked, obviously. I'm always working on it, always trying to bring things to attention. If you'd like movies that are some of your favorites that you don't see on the list when you go here, you can always say one of the Robin Hood, the original Robin Hood, recently put on here. Elvis 83, I think we talked about it on here. As of recently, I have What did I just put in here?
Venom was not good.
Venom's
The
not good.
recent one,
No,
the
it's not.
Carnage. Yeah.
Yeah, Let There Be Carnage. It's a bad movie. I have where is that? The Gray Man. Just watched literally before we started this podcast. Netflix The Gray Man came out this year. Right there. I have the Star Wars. I'm starting to do my rewatch of Star Wars. Episode 7, The Rise of Skywalker, 69. My first 69 ever given out goes to The Rise of Skywalker. I've got all kinds of stuff out here. It's not always new stuff. We watched last night what was that movie? It was
This can turn into a big archive.
DuckTales. I think it's here somewhere. Should be.
Now, are these movable? Like, let's say you watch it one day and you kind of be like, this goes up 5 points, actually.
Yep, I will move them if I rewatch it and I reference and I go look. One of the big cases of that happening was what's the name of that movie with it's the Ben Affleck basketball coach movie. I had originally ranked up here in like 95. Upon rewatch, I bumped it down. Can't remember the name of that. I had bumped it down because it's the fuck. The way back right here, 85. I had bumped down 10 points because I realized I had just got overcome with feelings of the relatableness inside the movie theater. But there's all kinds of stuff out here, 0 to 100. You can come check this out. Like I said, I put a lot of work into this, so it would serve me nothing to basically let it go to waste. So it's for you guys to use as a reference. You may not agree with some of my stuff, but at least it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Donny, have you ever referenced it when you're about to watch a movie?
What do you mean reference it? Like watched it?
Like let's say you're looking for a movie to watch. You see a movie you never seen before. You go to my list. Usually you'll just text me directly.
I just text you directly.
But now you have the ability, if I don't reply, to go to my list and see if it's something that I have watched and have reviewed.
I don't look at it because it's not like you're dying or anything, so I just text you, and I know you're gonna get back to me.
well, thanks, buddy. But you have the link. You know where it is. Most people do.
I have it handy on my my Apple Watch. I make sure that's my second to reach out.
Yep. Let's see. One of the things that's been going on. I mean, we're getting big into football season right now. Me and Donnie have been literally sharing TikToks back and forth just about like, and it's one of my favorite trends right now where it's like dude cooking something and the Sunday night football intros going on in the background, and it's like when your friend does this, you got this going, and it's just like breaking down Sundays, even if they're not good, even if they're bad. It's been a real funny thing back and forth, and we're both excited for football season.
A lot of those videos have like a narration of like Joe Buck, like the previewing like the game coming up, and this is like the first year that the Raiders have been, looked actually promising, not accidentally good, but like looked promising. Like they look pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been a while since this feeling has happened. It's at least for me, because I'm a pessimist, so everything's fucking negative in my life. So last time I have had this feeling, I was probably 13 years old. That was when they were in the Super Bowl.
Yep, that was the 2005 Super Bowl.
2002.
2002. God damn. God damn, that's so long ago, brother.
I haven't had this feeling in a long time, and I was a kid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's been a while.
I'm genuinely excited.
I'm excited too.
And the Niners are good. So we could bounce off with all our friends and talk a bunch of shit. And it's not just one-sided like it's always been.
It's been a super funny contention in the group chat that we always mention here, because not only has the conversation been in there, but it's also been at work. I work with a guy who's a Niner fan, and he knows I know football, so we'll bounce shit back and forth. And one of the big points of contention has been talking about Trey Lance and the 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo, like that. I would say that thruple situation. And it's hilarious because he's truly a fan, more so like you or me, where more so like you, I would say, like super pessimistic and all this stuff. Um, and I've been talking about like he doesn't think Trey Lance is gonna be good. He was mad at during the draft that they drafted him instead of drafting what's his name in New England now,
Mac
Mac
Jones.
Jones. Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
it's what you guys gave. It's what you guys gave up to get Trey Lance. Like you guys gave up 2 high picks and future picks, so he better work out. That's the point.
yeah. And I'm on both sides of the fence because like I understand the worries. Like one of the things was like they didn't announce Trey Lance was going to be the starter until right before the preseason game started. They were still dancing on
Mm,
that fence. They didn't
mm.
really put Jimmy G on the market. They're still going to keep him because at this point, what team is going to take Jimmy G is a
Best
huge.
salary.
Yeah, his salary's huge, and so for somebody, any team that were to take that on already got a quarterback. It's too late in the season.
I mean,
So
any top 10, top 12, team already has their QB,
yeah,
and yeah,
yeah, and like so like you're thinking, I'm thinking like, okay, Trey Lance, it's taken this long. They haven't started him. I don't think they like what they see in practice, but at the same token, like athletes are athletes, and maybe this guy's just a gamer. We've played some sport or the other with somebody who just is so much better during game time, right?
yeah, yeah.
That those people do exist. So I'm curious to
Mm-hmm.
see whether he's one of those guys, whether he can lead the team. But he's been talking, and I guess the rest of his family are all Niner fans as too. But they're on the other side, like Hardy, like our good friend Hardy, where it's like
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. Remember, one of my favorite quotes from him that he said was, "No matter what happened during the off season or what happened during the last season, every season I go into it with the confidence that." Whether it's the A's or the Niners, that they're going to win the World Series or the Super Bowl every single year. And he even says it's to his own fault. He knows
Oh
that they
yeah.
shouldn't, but like he's a blind, loyal fan and he trusts in everything. But when we were talking about this at work with the Trey Lance thing, I said to him because his family was bashing him, like, you're just a negative person. You don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, even my good buddy who has blind faith, although he may, neg on Donny in these group chats all the time about about Trey Lance is the best. It, it always comes back to that point of like, I actually don't think he's gonna work out, but I can't say that.
Yeah, that's true. I see that angle for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think this year is going to be a super interesting football year. A lot of moves and stuff like that. Did you see Deshaun Watson during this first preseason game?
Yeah,
They were
I
like
was,
yelling
I was,
at him pervert and shit.
yeah, they called him a pervert or a sick fuck. The whole crowd was calling him, you sick fuck,
Yeah,
you sick fuck,
that's awesome. I
as
mean,
he skips it to the receiver.
that's so awesome. My thing that I thought was just like completely out of place was right before the game started. He went and did a conference, or not right before, but pretty much the day of the game for the first preseason game. He does a conference and apologizes to all the women or people that I may have hurt, blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, this has been going on for 2 years now. 2 years now. I understand that you're waiting for every single judgment to come down on you, but they're appealing the suspension from the league.
Honestly, I think the Browns are doing it right, but at the same, like, you can't just have him not play. You
Yeah.
just signed him to an extension. You didn't sign him to not play. So you're gonna get a bunch of heat. Just go through it, face the heat, and everyone's gonna move on. As much as it's a polarizing topic, it's really bad. He touched a bunch of women. I get that, but I mean, the NFL is not the police. They're not any enforcers. They're gonna suspend you however they see fit. They're not gonna turn you into jail. That's for the police department to do, and whatever judicial system's going to hand it down to you.
Well, the
So
way
with
that
that being
they
said,
settled all of that out of court.
exactly. So with that all being said, this is his livelihood. This is how he makes money. I'm sorry, but if you were to get arrested for something or a ticket or whatever, it's not like you're getting fired at your job or my job.
Well, it
Depending on what
depends.
it is.
It
Yeah,
depends.
depends. Yeah. But it's you can't just cancel people like that. That's where it's headed to. So the Browns are kind of doing it right. Face the heat and let's just get through it. Because everyone's going to forget about this in about November because election's coming up.
Oh, yeah. That's how it always
So,
happens. Yeah, right. No, it's yeah, I don't think the Browns are in the wrong, right?
uh-huh.
They'll deal with whatever, thing comes down. One thing I did want to I don't think he touched any of those women. I just think he made them touch him.
Oh yeah. I mean, however you want to slice it.
However you want to rub it out.
Yeah. Hey, rub it out for me, can you? I gotta play the Seahawks tonight.
Dude, do you know one of the things there's gonna be one crazy fan who makes like a Halloween costume that is a massage board and just show up to the game?
Just wear scrubs with the fucking belt, the belt in front with the fucking with the dispenser.
You know what? And this
with
is
the
what
towel, towel above their shoulder.
I think people should just like lean, like opposing stadiums should just lean in, like completely fucking like he's getting away with this, basically, keeping his career, still getting paid out, not facing any jail time. Like, you have to take things into your own hand at that time, right? I think the opposing stadium should do something like it should be $15 off massage envy night at the Allegiant Stadium. For first 50 fans in the gate get a free massage.
So take advantage of the situation, huh?
Oh yeah, no, big time.
Turn
I mean,
an outrage into a profit. What does that sound like?
I mean, I'm not saying for profit. I feel like it was just mental warfare on your guy, on the boy Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
I mean,
who's the most chippiest fan base that would create
the Eagles? The Eagles. The Eagles. Straight up.
I think so too. The Eagles.
Yeah, I mean that's who they are. Like they're
it's that
if anybody's gonna show up with that massage board costume on, it's gonna be in Philly. They're gonna pull out all the stops.
It's that northeastern region of the country that has a really good sense of humor.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's a thing about they had some I don't know if it was true or not, but I remember this going viral that there was a robot that they had built just to run and it was running across the country. And then when it ran through Philly, they beat the shit out of the robot and like threw trash at it and shit. Like, I mean,
boo.
What more do we have to say?
You show that robot what's up.
But so on another thing, like there's I've been seeing a ton of shit online about fucking celebrities and their driving, like speeding and shit like that. Marshawn I don't know if Marshawn Lynch was caught with speeding, but he was arrested for suspected DUI. I don't know if they ever booked him or anything like that.
He didn't get pulled over. You know that, right?
No, I don't know the story about Marshawn.
He didn't even get pulled over. He was laying in the fucking car, sitting there, and he was found like that.
Oh, okay.
No rubber on the wheels, just on the fucking curb, and he was found like that.
Just sitting
there. He
might
get away with it. He might get away with the DUI if he has a good lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Like he wasn't moving in the vehicle; he was just parked, and they came up and were like,
parked. His car was fucked up. Yeah, he was found like that.
Oh, the car was fucked up. I don't even know. I don't know most of the story on him.
Yeah, something about like he was running off the side of the road. He was driving on the curbs, and he had low profile tires, and it came off the fucking rim, I believe. And he was driving on his wheels.
Okay.
So, and then he eventually stopped.
Yeah.
like the front of his car was wrecked.
Oh
I
shit.
think.
Okay.
So basically, he wasn't pulled over. So
Okay. Well,
we'll see how that goes.
I see how this is lining up right now. I was all like, I also like that they showed him getting pulled out and interacting with the officers, and I was like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't tell if he's drunk or if it's just Marshawn, because Marshawn's one of those guys who acts drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like his attitude is kind of loosey
Yeah.
goosey, like Jar Jar
Mm-hmm.
Binks ish. But then
He has
like
that Oakland accent.
But then, like, there was an actress the other day who used to date Ellen DeGeneres, who died in a horrific car accident where she was driving, crashed into a house, burned down half the house or most of the house because the car caught fire. And I saw they posted the video of somebody's like Nest camera or something like that pointed out towards the street, and just like a residential area, just fucking whoo. I mean, it reminded me just of like that Henry Ruggs video, like just hauling ass.
Oh my God,
I
poor
mean,
dog.
I've been seeing poor dog. Yeah,
I'm more
fuck,
concerned about the dog.
yeah, we don't care about that woman. She doesn't even. The
No.
dog has more rights now since Roe v. Wade. But but I don't know if it's just my algorithm poking through, but on Twitter I've been seeing a bunch of like just videos of dudes of people just hauling ass down fucking residential roads and crashing into shit. I don't know if it's just I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I should do that one of these days.
Yeah, brand new. So reported stolen, and then go do it, and then dip out.
Yeah. Oh, so you gotta pull out. Hank's gonna be pissed.
You gotta be like, hey, I'm at the. You gotta call before. Be like, hey, I'm at the Wendy's on blah 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 blah, and then you just haul ass and you crash near there, and then you run into some Wendy's real quick and be like, you guys found it already? Where was it at? Right over there. That crash was my car. You got to be kidding me. I just got my 4 for 4.
Stupid.
In a world without cameras, right, Donny? We can get away with anything.
I mean, we lived in a world without cameras for a while, like that, like our teenage into our 20s,
Oh,
and now it's, you know,
you're talking about us personally. I thought you were talking about like the world for a second. I was gonna be like, yeah, it's been a little bit. I mean,
it's been a bit. I mean, back then you got away with a lot. I did, particularly. I was stealing shit from like liquor stores and 7-Eleven all the time, stuff like that.
Oh, to make sure that we have time so we don't get crossed. They're not gonna arrest you. What's the time of what is it called? Statute of limitation. It is.
It's like 7 years.
Yeah. I don't care anyways. Nobody's gonna the 30 people who listen to this or whatever are not gonna go report you and get you arrested for stealing a fast break bar.
No, I was with a buddy. We went to the Hagenberger Walmart back when it was there, and
gross.
we put one of those. It was in the aisle, like one of those smart TVs back when they're like first coming out. We put like a 70-inch in the fucking on top of the cart, and we just walked out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a fast break bar, but all right.
No, we fucking stole that TV and we fucking put on the Raider game right after.
Well, priorities at least. So he had the cable. He had the cable hookup. He just didn't have a good TV.
No, he got in a fight with his chick. So like they broke the TV, so we needed a new one.
Oh, there's the root of the issue. It always comes down to a fucking bitch.
they were fighting, and the whole fucking screen, was split. So we needed a new TV, and people are already invited over.
This is a PSA to all you women out there. If you think you want to start a fight with your man over some bullshit and break the TV, think wrong. He's gonna go steal it from Walmart.
Yeah, just don't do it during football season. You can do it anytime else, though.
Don't do it during football season.
No.
Oh, the fight. I thought you were talking about stealing a TV.
No, just don't pick fights in the football season.
Yeah, no, it's what did I got sent a TikTok of some woman who's like planning her wedding in August, and she's like, oh, I planned it on I can't plan it on Saturday, or so Saturday's college football and Sunday's the NFL and Thursday is Thursday night
It
football
is
and,
exactly.
and this and that. And I got to send it by my lady. And I'm like, oh, here we go. She's going to talk shit about like being brainwashed. And what did she say? She said, why are you planning a wedding during football season? Praise be,
Big,
praise be.
big mistake.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
It is.
I mean,
I got to go to a wedding next Saturday.
oh, that's right. That's right.
So
So are you like, are you a
Nicole's best friend.
groomsman? You're a groomsman in this?
I just know I gotta dress up, and I'm like in it at some capacity.
Just wait a
Like
second. So you don't even know what you're doing.
No, I'm just
You're
gonna
gonna
wing
be, you're gonna be like one of them cute little flower boys.
it. Yeah, me in the back.
Meet me in the back. All right, you're not a priest. You're a flower boy.
This is in Penn State.
Um. All right. You want to watch some of these TikToks I got for you?
Yeah, let me go get a beer real quick. Can I do
Go
that?
grab a beer. I'm gonna get this set up.
Okay.
While Donnie's away, he can still hear me, so I'm not gonna talk too much shit about that fag.
Oh, I hear you. I still got my headset on.
I said you can still hear me. I'm literally just broadcasting the joke. It was the easiest joke of all time. You can tell, you guys are gonna be able to tell from the beginning of this one. This is gonna be a good one. Donnie, why don't you tell the people who aren't listening, who aren't watching on YouTube, what they're looking at right here? What does it appear to you at the beginning of this TikTok? I got 6 for you today, by the way. 6.
What are you guys?
What is this? What is this, Donnie?
That's like it's a sex doll and a man.
Is that a sex doll back there?
I think it looks like it.
Looks like it. How does this guy look? He's got a chain. He could be
He
cool.
looks like, I mean, he looks like he'd be on like a murder mystery on Netflix.
He also looks like Jim Gaffigan's older, fatter brother. That's how I would relate him. It says, and the comment that he's going to be replying to says, "Are you guys expecting?" So ready or not, let's dive into this one here.
Funny question. Are we expecting? No, we are not expecting. Our relationship is not sexual. And even if it was sexual, I'm not even 100% sure mannequins can get pregnant.
Oh, by the way, he's holding an empty Miller Lite can.
That's in the deep south.
That's fucking hysterical.
I mean, where did he get that mannequin?
I don't know where he got the mannequin from, but it's dressed up. I mean, if you're gonna, ask me, like, truthfully, the mannequin looks pretty fucking smoking hot. So he picked a good one at least.
Didn't get one of the fat ones from Wet Seal.
What?
Wet Seals for fat chicks. That's the store.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they had to make that name of the store so fucking on the nose, but
that guy went to a Macy's.
And my thing, so I like when you see those weirdos, I think it's real funny that they have the conversation like they're in a, like, first of all, to say that he's not fucking the thing is crazy. Like, dude, so either you're a liar for no reason because everybody knows you're fucking that thing, or you truly aren't fucking that and you have a serious issue beyond what we already know.
I mean the mannequin is stiff. So unless you put like a hole saw like in the back or the front where the lady parts are at, put a little silicone.
Well, he's doing the video in the garage, so I'm gonna assume he's got a little bit of.
I'm talking about what he does in his spare time with that thing.
Yeah, no. I'm saying he's doing the video in his garage, so I'm assuming he's a tiny bit technically sound. So what I think if you're gonna be sexual with a mannequin, you don't want to spend the money on an actual sex doll. I think what you can do is get like if you get a big hole saw, right? A big hole saw, maybe about 5 inches. No, not 5 inches.
Aw,
Maybe
dude.
about I'm trying to think of what the size of the head of the fleshlight is. Maybe like 10 inches wide. Cut out of where you would go. Maybe just put it in the ass. Right out of the ass, take a hole saw, you take that piece off, right? Take that piece, put it off to the side. You bolt that fleshlight outwards with rivets so it's inside the flesh doll, and then you cut out a smaller hole just for your penis, and you basically make a removable door so you could take it off and clean it, but you can still have sex with the sex doll.
Do you know how stiff that fucking mannequin is?
I
So
mean,
do you put like the arms like this, and they're just like, you know what I mean?
yeah. No, I'd put it in a sex swing, probably.
Fucking something's wrong with you.
All right, here's the next one. This is we're at the bottom of a water park slide, and let's see how this one goes. Nobody going down. Nobody going down. Sounds like they're waiting. They know somebody's coming. 3 small black children, or not small, but black children. Oh, this one's having trouble. Oh, get up. Get up. 3 foot 3 inches. Get up. Dude, it's lined up like the 3 bears, where it's the smallest bear, the middle bear, and then the big bear. Yeah.
Bernstein Bears.
And the much bigger black woman on the back, after coming out of the inner tube slide, is trying to get out and is literally spinning around like a gator twirl, but it's 3 foot 3 inches, so she's like drowning, but in stuff that she can stand up in. Donnie, what'd you think about that?
Black people don't swim.
You want to watch it again? Let's watch it.
I've never seen black people at a water park.
Black people love water parks, dog. Here she goes. Here it is. That's the best part. Just got to roll off. Oh. Get up. Get up. Get up. She's drowning. She's drowning. I just code switched. I'm going to get canceled for that.
She's going to have to get a haircut after that. Her shit's hella nappy after that.
I watched that one 8 times. This one is not. This one, I just want to see if anybody's seen these. These look absolutely delicious.
Like moon pies, kind of.
Those are the oatmeal cream pies.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah, you know that you've seen these, right?
It's gonna be ice cream.
The guy makes it into ice cream.
Dude, remember I showed you that Fruit Loops one?
Yes.
Or what was it, Fruit Loops? Oh, Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart, yeah, the Pop-Tart one.
I want to try that one.
Yeah, this one's oatmeal cream pie.
For
no, but this guy is all over my thing, my For You page, making different kinds. This is just the first one I saved because you sent me the Pop-Tart one, which I had seen before, which was a wild berry Pop-Tart on top of it, which is the best Pop-Tart of all time.
It is.
And then like just
I usually get blueberry. If I'm at a gas station, I'll get blueberry one.
Strawberry. I'm a strawberry guy.
Cherry.
Oh, cherry, but you can't. Cherries are. If you're in a grocery store, you find them. If you're at a gas station, you either get strawberry or blueberry.
Yeah.
But like wild berry is the one.
Like s'mores
no, I don't like the s'mores one.
Sunday fudge.
None of that. Don't like it. The cinnamon sugar one I like. It just it is what it is. That's a classic. That's a classic one in the rotation. But like if I'm there choosing, I'm gonna want a good one. I go with cherry. If I can find a wild berry's there. But like I love those sweet flavors.
Yeah. Have you ever had the watermelon one?
I've not.
You never?
No, I've not.
It was a limited release a long time ago, but it was good.
I'm not
chocolate chips good.
So I'm not like especially for Pop-Tarts, I'm not huge on. So like when the limited releases stuff come out, I'm not really into. I'm not like, oh, I gotta go try that. I do that with like Mountain Dews and other stuff, but not really.
I think the best one that I've had probably not gonna be good now because I was a kid back then. Ice Age 2 had a Pop-Tart, Ice Berry Blast. I think it was
Iceberry
called that.
Blast, huh?
Ice Age. It was an Ice Age 2 release, and I don't know. It was like a mix. Felt like a mix between strawberry and blueberry. It was
Oh,
really good.
that sounds good. All right, here's the next one for you. Here's the next one.
Hey, it's country music.
All
That's
it is
country music right there.
all it is just somebody's son's Lightning McQueen rolling luggage on a luggage cart for a second, and they're playing Life as a Highway.
Roscoe Flats is country music. I don't care what you say.
I'm not gonna disagree with you that it's not country music. It's not good country music, and I'd rather listen to Chris Ledoux do that song. But we get what we get. I just Lightning McQueen stuff, and I think it's just because how me and you go back and forth about car stuff. I find Lightning McQueen stuff hilarious. Like when I made that, like, just so stupid. We go back and forth. Like, you came over to my house and you're like, "Here, I got you something," and it's a fucking
Mrs.
Hot
Fritter.
Wheels of Mrs. Fritter from Cars 3. And I'm like, what? Why? Like, I saw it and I thought about you, and I'm like, okay. And then like I'll make a dumb meme where it's like it says "Life is a Fryway," and I just
or
cut out a McDonald's fry and put it over Lightning McQueen.
Or Chuck Hicks hollering at girls and being like, "You want this? Can I get that cachusi?"
Get that cachusi, yeah. Every time you watch Cars, remember those twin cars are only like 13 years old. Donny.
Dale Earnhardt.
Donny.
Ugh. Shut the fuck up.
Donny. There's a big muscular black guy eating KFC. He just farted. Must have been bussing. I think this guy just does what do they call that, where it's like about the sound, where the sound gets you?
ASMR.
ASMR. I think he does ASMR when he's eating food. But I've never seen him before, and the first one I see is him eating KFC, and I'm like, come on, we couldn't get more on the nose.
Why can't you do Popeyes? I'm like, why does it gotta be KFC?
I mean, he probably did Popeyes. I don't follow this guy's page. Maybe we should.
He's black, so he probably does both.
He takes that bite of the biscuit and he does that thing, and I lost it the first time I watched it.
Purple Kool-Aid.
All right, this is the last one. We've done a couple of these. I don't know if you've ever seen these, but this is like what these people's whole stick is, like weird anime band kids. So it says POV, you tell the kid who thinks he's an anime that you're pregnant. Just enjoy this.
Hi, Pookie.
Hey, Riley. How's my special girl doing?
I'm good, but I'm
What? You're pregnant?
I'm sorry, Pookie.
Oh,
Please
what
don't
am
be
I
mad.
gonna do?
Don't leave.
Disappeared you too.
No, dude, you actually can't leave.
That is so weird. It's like anime and the way that they express themselves. I've been to Japan, and
Oh, here we go. I know a black guy.
It's not really like that out there, but yeah, the anime stuff is weird.
No,
have you ever seen like the like Japanese like porno where they have like a monster with like, and it's like a giant dick and it's just fucking ramming into this chick,
that's
you know what I mean?
not Japanese porno. That's American Japanese porno, because in Japan they have to blur out the male private parts for their porn.
Oh, okay.
You know that, right?
I mean, they're Asian. I don't really care about the legalities and how it's blurred, but yeah.
I know what you're speaking about. It's Americanized version where they want the smallest little Chinese, Japanese woman to get absolutely obliterated by these huge black cocks.
It's like, Jesus.
I mean, I got into a conversation. I forget with who, just talking about some of the weird porn shit we've seen. It was one of the guys I
There's
work with or something like that.
there's this fucking category of like chicks with big ass penises, like big ass penises,
The-
like anime.
Like transvestites.
Yeah,
Or no, oh, you're talking about when they're having them, like when they're getting
yeah,
fucked by them. I thought you were talking
yeah.
about chicks with dicks.
Well, yeah, chicks with dicks. Or yeah, you're right.
No,
It's
I got
dude.
confused. Yeah, I thought you were talking about transvestites, not just. I know what you're talking about, the hentai kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's strange. Like, you remember? I mean, like Fruit Loops. I saw Fruit Loops resurface recently, and I was like, somebody
Fruit
showed
Loops one?
it, and I was literally Leonardo DiCaprio from the meme, like, hey, because that used to be sent around to the boys a long time.
That's a classic because that doesn't really recirculate.
Yeah. Oh, I
Mhm.
wonder if I can find the one of my Oh, I'll get banned on YouTube. That's right. I can't show it here.
You can't show it.
I can't show it here. I'll get banned on YouTube. But there's the one where they're in a doctor's office setting, and the woman's like, "There's something," doctor says, "I don't know what's going on. There's something weird." He starts feeling through her hair, and all of a sudden, her pussy's on the back of her like neck area.
Yeah. So like they
Your
put like a pussy on the
vagina's
back,
your
and he's
vagina's
just
on your
like,
neck.
and he's just like going to town, like,
And the
oh.
and the dick starts coming out the front of the mouth. Like that. Have you ever seen those like those where it's like the monster dildo where it's like fucking almost a foot wide, and like it'll be a long video.
They call those like dragon dildos.
Yeah,
That's what they call them.
And
Yeah,
they
they have them
start,
on.
or they'll call them like the
They have 'em-
Hulk. They'll be
No,
like,
they
that's
call
the
'em, like,
Hulk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oof.
but go ahead. I know what you're saying. Keep going.
Going in like an inch wide. That's
Yeah.
damn, dude. Like I'm looking at my shit. I'm like, I'm about 3/4. Like male pipe thread.
But I'm always, I see him, and it's like the video starts with like a really small plug, and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden this thing comes out, and you're like, what is going on? How are you even fitting that inside of you? But I guess they give birth, so
it's probably like Sony's version of Hulk instead of Disney Plus's version of Hulk dick.
And we're back. All right, so where were we? Yeah, chicks getting railed by huge dildos.
Yeah, like there's a whole category that's just completely, it's sick. It's fucking sick stuff. Because they all got fucking small wieners over there, so they gotta compensate for something.
Oh yeah, you're talking about like a Chinese,
Yeah,
Japanese, dirty knees.
they gotta because they gotta see someone, like some chick, getting their fucking shit kicked out of. Because it's not like their actors over there are gonna be plowing anyone.
All right, so it sounds like, so when you watch porn, do you go for dudes with big dicks?
Oh yeah, because my shit's fucking
For real?
Mhm.
See, I'll turn, if the guy's dick is too huge, I'll turn it off. I'm like, this is just too much. It's taking up too much of my screen.
Okay, if it's like unreasonable, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Basically, if I look and it's black, I'm like,
I know
no,
she's
thanks.
not enjoying. I know she's not enjoying herself. She's just doing it for the money.
Well, most of them aren't enjoying themselves, Donny.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, they treat it like that we treat going to work.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news. We
Yeah.
got to clock in today.
Yeah, unless it's on like OnlyFans or whatever, which I've never been on, but apparently that's back hopping again.
Really?
I don't know. It's been going around. So Barstool shit.
Oh,
They've been
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it a lot because some of the girls on some of the podcasts there and shit have been doing OnlyFans.
Barstool's girls have their own like OnlyFans, like the way that they put it out there.
I don't think
sell
they're.
feet.
I don't think they're doing any like wild shit like that. Like
sexual stuff. No.
Yeah.
None of that. No.
So it's interesting. It's just interesting what people can make $1 on too, right? You know?
No, I've looked up like Reddit and like other like Google pages of like bitches on OnlyFans, and like they'll like leak. People will leak like girls' content.
Yeah.
And like the way that like those girls are putting out there that their shit's exclusive and all that kind of stuff. And I've looked at like some leaked stuff, and it's like that's it. Like you look like an average ass bitch.
Yeah.
Average.
Yeah. Horny
And
dudes,
fucking,
man.
And yeah, fucking charging people $50 a month. Like for what? You look like a bitch down the block.
you literally have the whole, you have free porn at your disposal. So it befuddles me. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
the sense of that you're getting a deal, like it's everybody's just got them that little bit of
Yeah.
Jew in them. That's like I'm getting something that nobody else is. I don't know. I don't know.
I was trying to wrap my head around it. I've seen some of the leaked material. It's like I'm not impressed by the chicks that are on there.
Anybody
But
out there who
it's a niche. But these girls have that niche clientele.
anybody who's out there who listens to or follows an OnlyFans or subscribes, email us and let us know what it is exactly that you get. You don't got to send me the pictures, the videos of the people, but give me a write up of why you do subscribe. What do you get from subscription, and is it ever a letdown? That'd be interesting. That'd be
I
interesting to
mean,
get to.
anything I've seen was a letdown, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's also too, I seen like the people who like really do some real shit out there. I heard that they pay like agencies who scrub the internet for them and look for their
Yes.
shit.
Yeah. So they'll go to the main websites like RedTube, XNXXX, or Pornhub. Obviously, they'll scour the internet. They'll look for keywords, and what they'll do is they'll go to the agency, whoever's it's basically a server, and they'll get it scrubbed from the website.
It's interesting. Let alone I'm
It's
putting
basically like
out
a
great
lawyer.
content every single week and nobody
Mm.
comes to this.
Well, she wants her fucking bread. She wants her bread. I get it. Get that money, boo boo.
I should make this an OnlyFans podcast where I just do it with I just do it, and like every other week or something, I like take off a different article of clothing.
Well, like it's like, what are you, like the major league?
Yeah, exactly.
The Indians owner.
Yeah, canceled name. Sorry, they're the Guardians now. You know, it'd be funny if they take that movie and they like re-edit it and change it all to Guardians.
I was watching Major League on I forgot which platform, and it shows like a warning of like.
Though
paraphrasing here.
we've done this conversation, Donny.
Yeah, where it's like I'm paraphrasing here. Like I said, like it says like
Warning, this
material
content. It literally says this warning. This content may be sensitive to some viewers because of offensive and inaccurate language depictions of ethnicities. Blah 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 blah. Yeah,
it's like
they do it with Peter Pan. They do it with they you can't watch that on the kids account of Peter Pan, which I agree. I think that's the one thing that Disney does pretty well. With in the I would say the streaming apps in general, besides YouTube, is the kids accounts are truly monitored. Like the blocks are for real there. You can only watch rated G stuff on Disney Plus. They don't have anything else. If it's rated PG, they don't even bother putting it on there. But like some of the things will be like, this is a kid's movie, throw it on there. It'd be like there's some themes to it, like you should have, it's parental guidance, so you should have to run it through. I don't care, we're from an age,
but kids need to be exposed to that, because that's not what the real world is like.
I also I do think I do think they need to be exposed to those things, but the problem is being exposed and being told, right? Being told what the issue is. Like if you're that person,
let them come up with a decision if they want to watch it or not. Don't.
Of course.
Making the decision for people, then you're not allowing freedom of thought. That's the problem.
You should be able to make the decision to watch whatever you're going to watch. I don't agree. Like they
put down on the parents, put down on the kid, whatever. But
I think it's great.
Decide.
Yeah, great to put a rating on the things that is attached, so people can make the educated decision. But if you're iffy about something, you need to educate yourself before you do it.
Correct.
I don't care.
And
like I'll put on South Park and have, I'm not going to sit there and be like, hey, you guys can sit here and focus on this, but I'll put it on. They'll be coloring over here. They'll pick up something and be like, why did he say that? They'll be like, well, it's an adult show. This is a funny thing to say. It's not exactly right, but it's a funny thing to say. It makes people laugh. You're not supposed to repeat it. So
Yeah, I was like 12, I was like 10, 12 years old, and like my mom would, it would be like a Friday or a Saturday. My mom would go to bed. My dad would be up watching TV, and like I'd be in bed too. My dad would wake me up. It would be like at 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, "Hey, Jackass is on. Want to watch?"
oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, where's that?
Yeah.
There's none of that anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, people are too afraid. I think it even started with like my generation of parents, maybe yours. I don't know about yours, but like
It
nobody that
started pretty much either yours or right after it.
nobody that I know, like that I've asked, really had a like a essential quote unquote birds and the bees talk with their parents. We all
I
got that.
know.
We all got that from health class. Like we got that
Yeah,
from
I
health
know.
class. I remember when I first had like a long-term girlfriend in high school or something like that. This is all I got. My dad came over and he said, "Here, you need a new wallet. Here's my old one. I just got a new one." And I open it up and there's a condom in there. And he looks at me and he goes, I go, "You left something in here." And I know what I know what it is. Like I'm not an idiot. I've already
Mhm.
been through health class for fucking
Yeah,
5 years. And he goes,
yeah.
you keep that and be safe. And I'm like, that's the end of the conversation. But but it became a point
It's
where
it's an understanding. That's
yeah,
you know,
where
there's not that anymore connection with the parent and child anymore.
like
You
you
know what I mean?
have to you as a parent should have the hard conversation. Not they left it up to our health teachers to explain everything, which creates I think a dissociation of like understanding that your parents know what's going on. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm getting at?
yeah. So your parents know what's going on. You're gonna get to that age, and they need to fill in the blanks with context.
Yeah, so
You know what I mean?
did your dad do that with
Yes.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He sat me down. It was like, I think I was like 13, 12 or 13.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey, this thing right here is gonna cause you problems. If you're gonna make mistakes, you be okay with the consequences. If not, then I don't want to hear you cry."
I mean, true words spoken. But then from
Yeah, I
that
don't
point
want.
on, you have that relationship where it's like I can come be explain those things. And I think now that my parent I'll speak for my whole because I'm pretty sure we're relatable. Like my generation is relatable in the sense that it was all taught through health class, and then you grow
Yeah.
up, and some of the people who don't hang out with older people, they keep to their friend groups. They maybe hang out with younger people, and then
Uh-huh.
and they grow these things, and then they just pass it off to the next thing. Well, we're not gonna have a conversation with our kids about what's wrong and right, whether it has to pertain to movies and TV. We're going to pass
Uh-huh.
that on. It's the person who put that out's fault. And I think it all trickles downhill in a way.
They didn't want to take the issue head on as a problem. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like they're scared to. It's like that right there is a problem.
I also think like conversations in and of itself doesn't really
Hmm.
happen anymore. Like people
Hmm.
don't have conversations about things. Anything, anything from either side. I mean, for example, it doesn't have to be political, but for the best example is political. Right wing people like don't want to hear a single thing a fucking liberal says, and they want to
It's the extremes.
shoot it down immediately.
The Yeah, the
But
extremes of each side. They don't pull anywhere in the middle. So there's a general understanding.
but
That's the
having
problem.
where we used to have general discourse between like that was a big thing I think back in the day, and it's shown in movies is like you have this middle ground of normal people like us, and we get together and have conversation and nobody be pissed off at each other. You just go home, that person's got different ideals than me. It is what it is. If maybe I swayed him on this, maybe he swayed me on this conversation, but people don't
Yeah.
have those conversations anymore at all.
Mhm.
Like
There's so many.
as soon as you bring it up, they're like, "I'm not gonna fucking listen to you. You're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're goddamn talking about."
You dumb Republican, you dumb liberal. I mean, I'm guilty of that too. But at the same time, like I'll get riled up. I'll say some things I don't really mean, but at the same time, I truly do want to see where you're coming from. I do want to come to a common ground in the middle. because it's the extreme rights and the extreme lefts of any idea. It doesn't have to be politics. It could just be opposite sides.
Yeah.
And it's just, if you want to really disagree, then that's fine. But at least understand that someone else has an opposing view. You know, they're allowed that.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the and it's I think I quoted on here one of my favorite Joe Rogan quotes that I've ever heard from listening to him, and he got it from somebody else. I can't, but he said, like, the worst thing that's happened to somebody is the worst thing that's happened to somebody, and like hearing that phrase in general has brought me to a place where I look at things and I go, that everybody has their own different way of growing up and what they think happened. One of the biggest points of contention in court is that eyewitness testimony is not valid. Like, it does not. People could be there for the scene, and a week later, all seven people could witness a shooting at a gas station, and a week later, all seven people have different stories of how it went down. And you know, that's just the way the human brain, we don't understand how this thing works up here. Truly.
No.
So without understanding and like people drawing hard lines, and that's where I've personally, for me, I've let up on like I'll draw hard lines for you, Donny, just because I'm fucking with you. But most of what I stand for kind of moves around and shifts depending on the situationally, because I understand that other people have different, you know, and I try to attack things from a point of like, one of my things is like, don't just say what you think. Say what you think, and then ask a question to understand the other side as well.
Some people aren't wired to that like that. I'm not.
I know you're not, but it is what it is.
I'll say things. It'll rub someone the wrong way, and I'm not going to ask a follow-up question to even. It'll come across like I don't even care what you think, and and that is a fault. But at the same time, like, it's not because I don't want to. It's because I've grown to see patterns of how the real world, how I perceive things. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, because
it's not really a defense mechanism. It's just just how
the people who know you
forward.
The people who know you, like me and some of the other guys and shit like that, we understand, and we just come right back at you. And we understand that, like, you're not, but most people don't do that. Most people just kind of close up their shell. And I'm always trying to dig deeper, you know? I like the wealth of knowledge. I like to see where people think, and what's going on in their brain is kind of where I lie. I want to understand how you think.
Yeah.
I also think that comes to a point of contention, because I think it's an underlying thing of, I'm a people pleaser. You know this more than anybody.
Yeah, you like to you like to people please, but at the same time, that's why I disagree with you on a lot of stuff, and then I don't at the same time, because I know that you're trying to get to both sides on a topic.
Always both sides. Yeah. I try and if
I don't like peace. I like conflict.
Yeah, no, I can't stand conflict.
I can't.
I don't mind.
Can't do.
I don't mind a friendly discussion, of course. Like you see me do, but it, like, you'll know as soon as it starts to get like, no, but like it starts to get aggressive. I'm like, all right, guys, hold on. I'll like start flip flopping sides and trying to play the other side just to resolve.
I mean, there's 1, 2. I mean, there's 7 males in that fucking group chat.
Oh yeah,
it's bound to get testy. It's not because we're not friends. It's just that's just the testosterone flowing. That's all it is.
That's all it is. All right, brother. Well, I think it's been pretty good fucking episode. I appreciate you coming on to help me out, man.
What are you doing? What are you doing today or tonight?
I'm really just gonna kind of sit down, edit this thing, have some drinks. I gotta finish Prey on Hulu. I literally started it. Huh?
Bloody Marys.
Oh,
Bloody
nice.
Marys.
Nice. I got nice, cool PBR.
Royal
Golf Tournament. But
not Bloody Marys. Micheladas.
Michelada. Yeah, no. I'm probably just gonna finish this up. I gotta finish Prey. I started on Hulu. I got 15 minutes.
How is that?
I got 15 minutes in. I really can't give an opinion so far.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you that I like what the opening has set up. At least. I
Have
looked
you
at
seen?
I looked at the runtime too, and the runtime doesn't see too long, which I like.
Have you seen whatchamacallit, Resident Evil?
I may have seen one or two of them a while ago, but I cannot remember. It's not on the list of something I haven't rewatched them in a long time.
No, it's that new series.
Oh,
that's
the
here.
series, the new series. No,
Yeah.
I would. I probably won't. I probably won't. I'd go back and watch the movies maybe, but I won't watch the series. I just got too much other
It's
stuff that I'm invested in. But go tell the people what you think about it.
It's an 8. I think it's, I don't know. It's like a 7, 8, or 9 part series. I think it's okay, or it's it's decent. But it's like what Disney's doing to Marvel. It's the Netflix. They're kind of taking Resident Evil, and it's so, I can't explain it. It's so, I just can't explain it. It's okay. Let's just put it that way.
I think my thing is I do already watch this, but like people don't get into it enough. And also for good, like some people don't understand it, but like while the Marvels and stuff are going on, there's true cinema always being made. Always being made, and individual one-off films are still being made, or they're taking invest in existing IP and making like one-off versions of them, like Joker or something like that.
They're nerfing Hulk for a reason, right?
Yeah, you showed me those TikToks. We shared those TikToks back and forth.
What do you think of that? Do you think that's actually true, or is it
there's a lot of sense to all of it. There's a lot of sense to all of it. I think this Mark Wahlberg, or sorry, not Mark Wahlberg, what's his name? Mark Ruffalo Hulk has kind of run its complete course. I think
it's done. Yeah.
I think after She-Hulk here, he's turning kind of into teacher.
Instead of
and they'll kind of finish him out, and then maybe, Jesus Christ, restart with a different variant type of Hulk. The thing is with Hulk is you can do Red Hulk, Gray Hulk, Professor Hulk. You can always make these interesting different versions of Hulk that exist without the multiverse, and I think that's the only way to go
from the comics.
Exactly. That's the only.
There's so many Hulks in the comics.
That's the only place to go at this point, because you've already ran a pretty much overarching character arc, right? You've kind of finished him out. Like just like Tony Stark and just like Captain America, you've kind of ended that thing. Thor, on the other hand, where it's interesting is I think, I don't know if it was on purpose, but due to the fact that the first 2 Thor movies have a completely different tone in the way it's acted and portrayed, and then the next 2 done by Taika Waititi and in Infinity War and stuff, his tone kind of changes and his attitude changes, and now he's going to be raising.
I think he's refreshed.
He's refreshed to a certain point. I think we've got maybe like 5 is a lot. Maybe like 4 more appearances from the Thor with Chris Hemsworth Thor as we know him, and that'll be the end of his character arc.
Yeah.
These guys just have to end, but
they have to end sometime.
Yeah, exactly.
I know Hulk is pretty much at its end. They had a little teaser. They had a little teaser at the end of Shang-Chi. It kind of gives you like a taste for more, but it's in like what else is he gonna do? That's why She-Hulk's coming out.
We'll see where he lies at She-Hulk. I think he's gonna play. I think he'll end up playing a huge part in Secret Wars coming out, and that'll be the end of the Hulk as we know it.
And I think, and this is totally off the cusp, I think Shang-Chi 2, whenever that comes out, it's gonna be a great movie. I think Shang-Chi.
I love Shang-Chi.
I think Shang-Chi is one of the better Marvel movies. Period.
for an origin story, like the way they play it is that it hits all the same beats of an origin story, but it does a lot more. And I love bringing in like martial art and Asian aspects to this. Getting
Yeah.
more cultural in Marvel is a really good thing. I like the
In
way.
San Francisco. It's
I
in San
mean,
Francisco too.
this is just a really good job by Kevin Feige and the guys over there of planning out exactly what needs to be done as the years go on. We're gonna get a big culture shift and emulsion of different things in the next
Yeah.
couple of years for sure.
I like Shang-Chi. Like I've seen it like probably like 10 times.
Really?
Probably
That many
I
times, huh?
probably I mean, and if there's nothing on, like I'll go on Disney Plus and Nicole doesn't want to watch anything,
Yeah.
we'll lay down and put Shang-Chi on
Yeah.
or Multiverse of Madness or you know what I mean?
I love multiverse.
When is No Way Home going on any kind of platform?
It's not already on Disney Plus? I thought it was already on Disney Plus.
No,
I don't know. I haven't
it's not on anything.
I haven't attempted to rewatch that. Well, so like they had the Fox buyout and they've been incorporating more and more Fox stuff to Disney Plus and like recently they've just put in the Marvel Netflix shows that people are very fond of, and they're going to be doing a new season of the Daredevil based off
That's
that
gonna be
same
sick.
character. I'm going to go back and watch the Netflix Daredevil because the only Netflix show
Yeah.
I did watch was Punisher because I'm a huge Punisher guy. Like I love Punisher.
The
I
actor,
hope
but I get what you're saying.
I hope that comes back, but I'm gonna go watch the Daredevil, rewatch that Daredevil, or watch it for the first time, excuse me. And I can't wait for that to keep on going. But all those shows are like pretty well heralded, besides like maybe like one of the Jessica Jones or something like that. I don't know. People talk about them a bunch online, but at least for Punisher and Daredevil, super heralded is good stuff. So
Yeah.
go
I like
watch
it.
those. Those are on Disney Plus, but it may be like a contract issue because they're trying to. We've talked about this 100 times,
Yeah.
Donnie. Like the
Yeah, I know.
whole deal between Fox and the Marvel properties and this and
And
that and shit
Disney.
is just
Yeah.
gonna get super. I mean,
It's weird.
the Simpsons.
Eventually it's all gonna come together.
Oh, little theme park news for those. I believe that the Simpsons land at Universal Studios Hollywood is going to be changed into Bob's Burger themed.
That's actually been confirmed.
Has
Yeah.
it been confirmed? I haven't
Yeah.
seen it confirmed myself, but if you have, I trust you. You're up on the
Yeah,
same
it's
stuff.
been yeah, it's
What do
been
you think?
confirmed.
What do you think about that?
Bob's it's time to move on, from the Simpsons thing.
Yeah,
Change of scenery because the whole Simpsons thing at Universal Studios, granted, like it served its purpose from the older generation back.
Mhm.
It was a staple at Universal Studios. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So to change it up, it's kind of it's overdue.
Well, I mean, so before Harry Potter, it was like the only big thing that had ever been done to that. Like, they've always mildly changed things and stuff like that, but that was a big overhaul to put in the Simpsons.
It's hard to kind of make a land or a theme of a section of a park because it's not Disneyland. They don't have that income. It's not like they could just make that thin air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because with Disneyland, they're gonna make a Star Wars land and it's over capacity.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know what I mean? They'll make a Marvel land. They made a Spider-Man ride.
Yeah.
They could do that at thin air. Universal Studios, I feel like there's limitations.
I mean, I think they hit it big. Harry Potter is absolutely. I mean, that was the right move to basically make Harry Potter lands in each park. Great, that was awesome. I don't know if the problem with the Fantastic Beasts movies are going to affect that at all because those are god awful films. But
yeah.
We'll see how that gets impacted. I think it's culturally relevant for all time, and especially with people, at least for the few upcoming decades, because I think that's something That's like that mid area where like once your kids start to get out of real kid stuff, you can show them that to enjoy with you as an adult, right?
Yeah.
So I think that plays for a while until it doesn't, and then they're gonna have to find something to pick back
in
up.
In the mind of a child, it definitely changes.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
me and Nicole went to Universal Studios like a day trip. Like we flew in, we flew in, and we went to Universal Studios till like 7 o'clock and left. Like we flew back like the same day, and we kind of did a little day trip. That was fun. We went to Harry Potter Land, did the whole thing. Went downstairs, went to Jurassic World. That was fun.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like you could tell there's limitations on certain parts of the park.
Where
you know what I mean?
where they really land their fucking nail in the hammer or the nail in the wood is during Universal Horror Nights. Like horror nights over there is like one of the big. I mean, they have a horror night. Horror night over there is crazy. I fucked so many women. Jesus Christ. No, but horror night is absolutely insane because they have so much IP they can pull from, and it's all really good. And they have their own expos, and they do like D23 like Marvel shit to announce every year what kind of haunts they're gonna have and stuff like that. It's a huge thing amongst the horror community.
Nightmare Before Christmas is down there, right?
What?
Isn't Nightmare Before Christmas down there?
That's Disney, dog.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
What do you do? They do Oogie Boogie Bash every Halloween for Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Come on, pal. You should know because the Haunted Mansion changes from October to December of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
I had a few beers. I'm sorry.
I'm just fucking around with you, dude. You're all good. You're all good, brother. No, but it's I wish I could do it. Now I have a real problem with going to haunted houses and stuff like that. Not because I get truly scared, but the thought of being scared tenses my body up, right? So everything retracts and I'm tight, and then my back starts to hurt. So I can only last like 30 minutes, and then I can't really stand.
What? Your fucking dick shrivels up? Is that what happens?
It's not my dick, it's my back. All right. This is you know what? Fuck
so
you.
You can't walk. You can't.
This is everybody who said my eye was because I was drunk. I'm just a little. It's not that I'm scared. I'm just like really not tough.
You said it yourself. I've heard you say it. You can deal with pain.
I can deal with pain all day long.
Yeah, that's why you have that. That's why you got quite a few fucking tattoos.
Tattoos do not hurt me at all. I sit through them with no issue. But my back pain is absolutely insane. When I was a kid, we'd go and stay with my Aunt Antioch for sometimes weeks on end because my grandma lived there. So even when she was at work, there was somebody to watch us. And it's summer break. They had a big yard. They had a pool. They had a trampoline, basketball court, friends out front. So we can do all kinds of stuff. So we go stay out there. And if we played on the trampoline like for more than a couple hours in a day, the next day I'm in bed. I was in bed as a 12-year-old all day with back issues.
Yeah.
Like the shit's not fucking great. I wish I was better. But I've learned
You're not good at, you got like multiple sclerosis or some shit.
They checked me for like they did the scoliosis checking when we were kids and I didn't have it, but I've got something going on. But just deal with I've learned to deal with it through stretching and all kinds of stuff and learning what's going to limit it. I can walk all day, but standing is the worst, So anyways.
So when you're at Disneyland, you sit on the rails, huh?
Oh yeah. No, I have to.
Oh.
I'm sitting on the rails, I'm leaning, I'm stretching across the rails. If I can, what I'll do is I'll squat down like an Asian man in line and like do catcher squats.
Having a cigarette.
I
like
wish
an
I
Asian
could.
Guy.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll squat, I'll stand up, I'll move, stretch. Lines are the worst. But or I'll stretch my back on them. But like if I'm walking, I'm okay. So when being too packed is a pain, but I'll tough it out all day. My feet will get hurt. What?
I don't know.
All right. Well,
uh,
you got anything else, brother?
I'm out of here.
All right. Anybody remember what I said at the top of this episode? You want to come on the show? Let me know. Hit me up with some available times. We'll make things happen. We'll make things work. I'm always looking for guests. I love my listeners out there, and I treat them as family. So you want to come on and talk some shit? We'll talk. If you want to fucking give me some parameters to go into, bring some conversation. Yeah, fuck you, Donnie. All that stuff. Email me, trapdoorpod@yahoo.com, Facebook, Trapdoor to Hell, at Trapdoor Pod on Twitter, and the YouTube Trapdoor to Hell. If you're not already watching this, it's best to watch this stuff. I put a lot of work into the YouTube editing and stuff like that. And thanks again to my guests. Thanks again to my guests last week, Mike, and this week, Donnie. I appreciate all my guests. Anybody out there who's ever guested on the show.
I kind of want to get in person pod with you.
Yeah,
on the couch.
We can work that.
I could come over after work. Just fucking, I'd head down 680. Just fucking.
Yeah, or if I maybe I'll fit, if I see on my schedule that I'm working Mondays near over you, I can hang out after work. Go do a pod. Yeah. See everybody out there who says that I only do it, at certain times, and I'm not. I'll work with you. I'll work with you at all times.
Yeah.
All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little effort, folks.
All right, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Hey.
Bye.